Hi everybody, and we're back with another car video. My name is Alicia Renese, and I am a multi-passionate creative here to encourage you to build a creative life and business of your dreams. Yay! So I want to talk about a concept that's been kind of floating around for a while, right? And it's this idea of being self-made millionaires, billionaires, entrepreneurs, artists, whatever that is. I really don't believe in the term self-made anything because I really believe that we are a sum total of the people who help us to get to where we are, and we would not be where we are had it not been for other people. Just think about the millionaires, right? The people who, self-made entrepreneur who made $1 million. The only reason why this person was able to make that kind of money is because people line their pockets. We idolize people who are in the music industry and we're like, oh my God, I want to be just like them. They're self-made. Look at all the things they did. But we don't really acknowledge the fact that we're buying their products or streaming their music or going to their concerts, things like this. So we really need to understand that no one is self-made. No one is an island. There's also this term that's thrown around called pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. One, that doesn't make any sense, and it's not true. And usually people who are saying it are people who did not pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, right? Because even if you're pulling yourself up by your own bootstraps, if you have nowhere to place that boot, you're going to be in the same place that you were before, right? Just go with me here, right? So if I pull my bootstraps up and I let them go, they're going to fall in the same place. The only way that I can elevate myself, right, out of a situation is if I place that boot on something higher. And usually, if I'm placing the boot on something higher, then I'm not pulling myself up by my own bootstraps. I'm stepping on something that's accessible so that I can come up. So you have these situations where people kind of grow up in, impoverished situations, and then they go make it big. And so we celebrate these people like, oh my God, look at how they won. Look at how they are, wealthy now. Look at how they're winning, right? And we're like, see, they're self-made, right? They did it. They had a choice. But really, we don't acknowledge the mother or father who took care of them. We don't acknowledge the teachers that taught them how to read and write, the coaches that taught them how to play sports if they play sports, the choir director who taught them how to sing, who gave them a chance, right? We don't talk about the lunch lady who prepared their food. We don't talk about the farmers who grew that food that they cooked in the school cafeteria, right? We don't talk about the bus driver that took them to school. We don't talk about, all these people who make up our community and make us who we are. So this term of being self-made, I understand it, right? Because it makes you feel good. It makes you look at everything that I did by myself. Look at everything I made by myself without anybody's help. I did it all on my own. It's just an ego stroke, right? But in reality, the truth is that we're more exhausted if we're doing everything by ourselves. It would be more beneficial to do things in community. There's an African proverb, I'm not sure exactly where it's from, but it says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together, right? And so I understand when you add people to the mix, things get messy, things get complicated. You have to consider other people's feelings. You have to consider other people's schedules and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not the quickest thing to do, but it is the most beneficial thing to do things together. So like I said, even if the person claims to be self-made, the truth is that they're not. Somebody helped make them. Somebody helped raise them. Somebody fed them, taught them something, right? And so the truth about our people is that we're a communal people. And this idea of being self-made is really like a new concept. Everywhere else in the world, they're all about community. They're all about the majority, the people in their community. It's not just about one person. And you can almost feel it because when we see one black person make it, right, we're like, oh my God, we're on the map. Look at us. Look at us. So even if we had nothing to do with their upbringing, we feel a sense of camaraderie with them people, right? Because it's like, oh my God, I see myself on this thing. But the truth is, like I said, look around your own circles and understand that you are not doing this by yourself. And it is easier to do it alone, yes, but it is in the long run harder to do it by yourself. It'll take you longer to get where you are because you're not relying on the resources in the arms of your community. Even this idea of going it alone or being self-made is a capitalist idea, right? It's this idea that there can only be one winner. We can't go all together, right? And it creates competition instead of healthy community. So then you see people in these spaces where we're not celebrated, where we're not really held, in honor, where we're like, oh, I can't win and she win. Either one of us has to win, when really we can all win if we really just came together. If we came together with all of our resources, if we came together with all of our knowledge and experiences, how much greater would our ideas, our art, our collectives be if we just came together? It's really a lie, this idea of being self-made, because the people that are preaching self-made, right, are not self-made. Even look at this country that we live in the States, right? This land was not just acquired, it was stolen. The people who work the land, who build the wealth of this country, were stolen from their land, right? It was free labor. So they can't even say that they're self-made. The people who are wealthy, the millionaires, the billionaires, we're lining their pockets. We're purchasing things from Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's okay to have a product. Slavery's not okay. It's okay to have a product, right, and sell it. And for it to benefit your community. But what you cannot forget as an entrepreneur, as a creative, or anything, as a person, is that you're made up of the some people who support you, support your business, support your art, your identity, all that good stuff. So again, this lie of self-made needs to really be thrown away and gutted out. And we need to understand that no one is an island. No man makes it on their own. The only way that a man makes it is by being in community and being supported by other people, whether that's financially, emotionally, spiritually, anything. Like, no man is self-made. And this idea of being self-made is not the flex that we think that it is. It's a lie. It's not a flex, it's a farce. And the people who are self-made usually are exhausted. They're exhausted. They're exhausted, or they get to their millions and stuff, but they have no community. They have no one around because they stepped on the feet and the backs of other people to make it to where they are today. So ideally, I just want you all to reconsider this idea of being self-made. I want you all to understand that no one is self-made. No man is an island. I want you to understand that it is better to go together than it is to go alone. And I want you all to be able to really see your competition as community, as an opportunity. Don't look at the person who's doing the same thing that you're doing as like, now you feel threatened. The only reason why we feel threatened is because we belong to this capitalistic society that tells us that there can only be one. The truth of the matter is that there are many. There are plenty, and the more the better. And the more that we come together, the better for our communities. So I hope this was helpful. Please, if you're a creative, download the Black Girl Creative Toolkit in the link in the description. If you're an artist or a singer, I have a independent artist toolkit. Be sure to download that. And I will talk to you all again soon. All right. So again, you're not self-made. And also, let's talk about this like Madam CJ Walker video, right? That came out like 2 years ago, like on Netflix, the Madam CJ Walker. Even sis was not self-made. Like we tout her like, oh my God, she's the first self-made millionaire. You know, she stole her thing from another woman. Like, she stole her recipe from another woman. That's the first thing. And two, had it not been for the people who bought her product, she would not be a millionaire. So there is no such thing as a self-made millionaire. And I know that we celebrate her, and she should be celebrated, right? She should be. However, we have to be honest about the fact that she is not self-made. Her community was there for her, helping her. Her daughter was there helping her. Her adopted daughter was there helping her. Like, there were so many people in her corner cheering her on, like championing her, giving her a chance. These people help made her. You know, literally, like, look at our beings. We're not self-made. Somebody came together. Two people came together to make us. Like, right? We cannot will for ourselves to exist. And so in the same way, we can't just will ourselves to be successful. It is with the support and the love and encouragement of other people that we are. And that's all I'm trying to say. So again, I'm going to end this now because I can go on and on and on. But I see you. I love you. I celebrate you. And I'll talk to you all in the next video. Bye.